Let's start this arena run. Still have no idea what to expect. A mage, a rogue, or a druid? Let's call a vote. What do you want, guys? What do you think I should play? A mage, a rogue, or a druid? Yes, we are streaming Hearthstone, but this time it actually is Hearthstone. Yeah, you should have pointed it out to me earlier. I would have just stopped the stream and, you know, actually corrected this. Because I hate misleading people. Right, one vote for Druid. What about you guys? What do you think? Neutral, alright. So, deciding vote. Daifim, what do you think? Mage, rogue, or druid? Well, druid it is.
You were right to awaken me.
Let's go with Malfurion. Ooh, I get to choose between picking Recycle and the Bloodcycle Corsair, which isn't a great idea, and the Keeper of the Grove, which is a really nice card, but I mean, Recycle is perfect removal. It's expensive. Well, it doesn't actually kill the creature outright, it just shuffles it back into the deck, but yeah, of course, well, you're basically just saying not the Corsair, which is quite a good choice, but you know, the choice is between the Keeper and Recycle. That's the deal. You want Recycle for minions that are very expensive to put on the board. I don't know, something like a Pit Lord or I don't know, something along those lines. But the Keeper of the Grove is useful in most circumstances. I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of Recycle. I like the ability to just get rid of something instantly. But then it's just reshuffled. Oh, hello, baby Silk. Wow. There's just so many of you now. Yeah. It's a toss-up between the Keeper and Recycle. Definitely Grove Keeper. Yeah, I mean, 4 people? I'm honored. Yeah, I'm going places. Maybe one day, if I live long enough. Yeah. Which is funny, right? Because this is, well, it's not perfect remove. It's not like it's Siphon Soul, which is great, which not only removes, but it also gives you health. It removes it from the board, alright? You don't have to deal with it now. It doesn't put it into the opponent's hand, but it puts it in the deck. It might as well be drawn the very next turn. And it also keeps the opponent from dying from fatigue, because it shuffles something into his deck. So I guess I will go with the Keeper, because it makes a lot of sense. But I still find it incredibly funny. You want things to get rid of minions, but this is not good enough. Frost Elemental, amazing minion. Murloc Tidehunter summons something. I mean, for a Murloc, it's a pretty good Murloc. And here's Soul of the Forest, which gives my minions this death rattle, which can be useful in some circumstances. But most of the time, if you have this in your hand and nothing on the board, you just... What? You don't like the Frost Elemental? It's 6 for a 5/5 and it allows you... Look, if the opponent has one... Wait... I'm still trying to figure out what DW means. Oh, for this... Oh! Right, Recycle. Right. Because the Frost Elemental is, quite frankly, amazing. If the opponent has a single powerful minion on the board, you just toss that Elemental out there, freeze it, and, you know, you get ahead. You get to put something on the board. So I think I'll go with the Elemental. I think it's a smart choice. Mark of the Wild, Unstable Ghoul, or Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon is a nice 2-drop, but Mark of the Wild is a nice buff. I'm not necessarily in favor of too many buffs, but it's a decent buff. It gives minions taunt, so if I lack taunt, there's that. I mean, I would love to get the... I think I'll go with Mark of the Wild. I mean, Unstable Ghoul has its uses, but no. Mark of the Wild. Fairy Dragon, huh? Yeah. I mean, Fairy Dragon is overall nice, but it's not game changing. People usually can deal somehow with it. Alright, Murloc Cradle, no. Claw can be helpful, but does the Shattered Sun Cleric. So I'm going all out buffs. I have the Mark of the Wild, and I will have the Shattered Sun Cleric. Now I need some minions to buff. Oh. I mean, the Druid of the Claw is a nice idea if you have the beasts. Healing Touch is decent, in spite of what people might say about it. Brazen Raptor is nice for the combo with the Druid, but I cannot take them both at the same time. I think I should take the Druid regardless. Even as a fall for 5, it's... I mean, it's a bad drop, let's be honest about it. It's not even a Yeti and it's more expensive, but if you can transform him, if you can play him as a combo... So what I need is a beast. I need to take a beast. Ironbark Protector is amazing late game. I do need early drops, but I do want the Ironbark. No doubt about it. Ironfell Grizzly, Unstable Ghoul, all Innervate. Innervate can be amazing. I mean, I'm tempted by the Grizzly, but Innervate? Too good to pass up. Or am I crazy? Anyway, yeah, Innervate. Especially in combo with the Druid. It means that I can essentially cast him for 3. Along with something else, but I do need a beast. Yeah, I need a beast, but I don't have one. I can't choose between anything and a beast. It's not even a choice between good things and a beast. I don't have a beast to pick from, period. Okay, Swipe, Starfile, or Acolyte. I'm not gonna take the Acolyte, even though it's a nice card, but no. Starfile is amazing, so is Swipe. I want both. Oh, Grizzly is a beast. God damn it! What am I thinking? Of course. Alright, I just... a beast, and I was hoping to find a beast. I need to focus. It's either Starfire or Swipe. Swipe is cheaper. So I think I'll take Starfire gives a card draw, but Swipe just seems more useful, and if you can buff it. Right, Claw is nice, Elven Archer is kinda weak, and Zombie Chow heals the opponent. But it's nice for tempo play. I don't know. Maybe I should take Zombie Chow. It usually doesn't end up being as amazing as you want it to be. But should I take Elven Archer instead? I mean, I could take Claw, theoretically, for, let's say, 3 points of damage, along with my hero power. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get something. So what do you guys think here? Zombie Chow, Claw, or Elven Archer? What's your take on this? Because, you know, I like the idea of Zombie... Yeah, I think Zombie Chow too. I mean, it's 5 health. As long as I can deal enough damage to justify that, it's a very decent drop. Cold Light Seal, Gnomish... No, not the Gnomish Experimental. Too many creatures. Abomination, on the other hand, could just blow everything up. Oh, this is a terrible pick. I mean, sometimes you just need to blow things up, but this is not the way I would want to do it. But hell, if I don't get the choice, I think I'll have to take... I mean, do you take the Belloc? Or the Experimental, which is a 3/2 for 3, and it draws you a card, but it might as well change it into a chicken. Imagine getting an Ironbark turned into a chicken. Yeah, it gets blown up immediately. I mean, I could buff it with Mark of the Wild. I don't know. I think I need to take it. Yeah. I do need it. I don't have much. Ooh. If I take the Wailing Soul, that changes everything. Because I could silence the Abomination. It would get rid of Taunt, it would get rid of the possibly beneficial... Nah, it's not as brilliant as I thought it would be. I mean, what would I want to silence on my side? Nothing. I mean, maybe the Zombie Chow, but come on. That chicken is a beast, that's right. Now that's a creative approach to it, right? You take the gnomish experimental, then you draw a creature, turn him into a chicken, cast the chicken, and then summon the druid. Wonderful. Yeah, and then you buff it with Mark of the Wild. Right. Should I take Wailing Soul here? I mean, it's nice in concept, but I have Mark of the Wild as a buff, I have the Shattered Sun Cleric, I have the Abomination with Taunt and a fairly useful Death Rattle at times. This Druid of the... No, it transforms, that's something else, that's something that cannot be silenced. And the Ironbark would lose its taunt, so I don't think I want the Wailing Soul. So Savagery doesn't seem like a good idea at all. Not at this point. And the Mana Addict, do I have enough? Yeah, I do have enough spells to justify her. I mean, if I have enough spells like Claw or Bite, I could justify Savagery. If I take the Mana Addict, I just hope I get more spells. If I take Savagery, I hope I get more specific. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Is everyone experiencing it, or is it just Baby Silver? Yeah, you do that. I actually think Savagery is the right choice here. I mean, it's a gamble. As long as I get Claw or Bite and take them, I could make quite a big play, dealing damage with Savagery first and... Well, is everything fine, Obagavo? Is the stream as it should be? God damn. I mean, all of these cards are iffy with what I have. I don't want the Wailing Soul, there are so many things I don't want silenced. The Mana Addict is not an amazing 2-drop. I mean, I like her in some decks, but not in this one. Savagery at the very least deals 1 point of damage. And if I get something I want, it could be more. I think I'll take Savagery, as weird as it may seem. I might regret this later on, but I might need that point. Wait. Oh no, to a minion. If only Savagery could deal damage to the enemy hero, that would be amazing. But I can always use Savagery to damage the hero, and then my hero to damage the enemy hero. Let's take Savagery and hope for the best. Right, I have the Haunted Creeper, which could work as a combo. Haunted Creeper, say turn 5, Haunted Creeper, Innervate Druid of the Fang. Amazing. Yeah, because you know, other cards are nice, but the Haunted Creeper is good in and of itself, and I need it. Look at that curve, by the way, it's not horrible. Tinkertown Technician is useless because I don't have any mechs. Novice Engineer is not as good as she used to be months ago, and here's Swipe, which I will take. Elven Ring, Clockwork Gnome for the Tinker, which I did not take, or the Archmage, which could considerably help me. But I think the Elven Ring Farseer is quite useful for healing everyone. Yeah, she used to be, what, 1-2? Or something like that? It was crazy. But she's still a good card, right? She gives you card draw and is fairly cheap and puts a minion on the board. It's still a good deal, just not as good as it used to be. Alright, I mean, I like the idea of taking Archmage and using swipes that are empowered and deal 5 damage to initial target, 2 damage to everything else, but the Elven Ring Farseer will be far more useful. Thrallmaw Farseer, Claw, yes, here we have Claw, to combo with Savagery. I knew it! I mean, the Flesh-Eating Ghoul is amazing, Thrallmaw Farseer, if you can buff him with Mark of the Wild... Actually... buffing the Thrallmaw Farseer with Mark of the Wild means 8 damage from this guy, that's a lot. And the Flesh-Eating Ghoul isn't as amazing in this context, but yeah, Claw. I mean, I took Savagery for a reason. Poison Seeds. This card is so iffy. I mean, you want it to be useful. I have no idea what you wrote. Frankly, I'm not sure I want to know. Lol. Oh. Yes, Poison Seeds, but there's Wrath and there's the Raging Worgen, huh? I mean, I don't have anything to... I could activate the Raging Worgen with the Abomination exploding. I could take Wrath, which is direct damage and, you know, gets rid of creatures. I don't think I want Poison Seeds. In some circumstances, if they drop a single minion and you want to get rid of it, Poison Seeds might be a good choice. But I think, yeah, I also think Wrath is the way to go. Just straight up direct damage. Although I could take the Worgen and just try to combo it with something. Ooh, how many creatures do I have anyway? I have Zombie Chow for 1, the Creeper for 2, and that's it. As far as the creatures for 1 and 2, there's the Farseer and Shutterstone Cleric for 3, but I need some early creatures. Well, but that's a creature for 3, so still, Wrath. Yeah, Wrath. Soul of the Forest Swipe again, or a Leper Gnome. That's an early drop, and it could deal quite a bit of damage, but here's Swipe, and I think Swipe is a better choice than a scrawny little gnome. Stone Splitter Trog, an amazing 2-drop. I mean, I would love to hear your opinion about this, but I think the Trog is the clear choice here. Of course, the Venture Mercenary is a nice drop, and they almost always try to get rid of him, but the Stone Splitter Trog is a Trog, and people hate Trogs because they want to cast spells. And if they cannot cast spells because of the Trog, they try to kill the Trog. Yeah, that's a good point, that Venture Mercenary isn't quite shabby. It's an amazing card, but this is a Trog. This is something I can drop early on, or even later on. If this was a Burly Trog, the 4/5 one, or the 3/5 one, I wouldn't even consider the Venture Mercenary, I guess, but here... And besides, cheap cards can be dropped en masse later on, while expensive cards you need to, you know, drop 1 at a time, or at the most, you know, 2 at a time or something. Yeah, let's get the Trog. Innervate, once again. But what would I innervate into? I'm afraid of getting stuck with Innervates in my hand and nothing to use them on. I could take, say, the Force Tank There are 12 more cards for me to pick, so I could just pick more expensive cards and take Innervate, just as a precaution. Yeah, I'm thinking about the Force Tank, really. But... Yeah, people lose it when they see the tank. Well, Silver. Oh dear. But what about Innovate? I mean, the tank is nice, but I don't think I will get a second Innovate at any point. But then again, I don't have a lot of expensive cards to use it on. I don't know anymore. Yeah, I like Innovate too. Now that I think about it, if you have the cards, yeah, can come in handy early on. Oh, yeah, that's a good... If I get 2 Innovates early on and something expensive, it could be amazing. Let's think of it this way. I could get another tank or something like it, something powerful later on. And I just might pick it. I mean, the chance to find Innovate is decent as well, but I just like the idea of being able to put something out early on, or perhaps to play more than I physically should in most circumstances. Yeah, I'll take Innovate. I know it's risky, but I will take... Whoa! Guy... Oh. Look at this guy. I love this guy. I played him at BlizzCon. He's amazing. I mean, yeah, Harrison Jones destroys weapons. Yeah, I know King Mukla costs 3 and is a 5/5, but look at this guy. A 7/9 and summons leper gnomes. I'm doing it. Oh yeah. With 2 Innovates, I can summon him on turn 5. But he's gonna get destroyed, but whatever. I like this run already. Yep, turn 5, imagine that. Turn 5, Innovate into Megagenil Thermoplug. Alright, Dalaran Mage, Stonepike Commando, or the Murloc Tidehunter. I think the... I mean, Murlocs, I have enough early drops already. I don't have enough 3-drops, but the Stonepike Commando seems like a good deal. He deals damage and I like dealing damage. I will have at least 3 tries to get this guy on the board. Alright, Frostwolf Grunt, which is a nice guy with Taunt. Ancient Brewmaster. Hey, I have, let's say, the Farseer for healing. I have the Stonepike Commando for a combo on turn 9 or 10, let's say, where I put the Brewmaster in, then summon the Commando to deal 2 more damage. I mean, strike with this guy first, then bounce him back, then summon him, then deal 2 more damage. Shouted Sun Cleric, which could buff once again. Yeah. Wait, what am I thinking? Druid of the Claw, duh! I mean, obviously. As amazing as the Brewmaster is, this is a Druid of the Claw, for crying out loud. I'm taking it. Swipe. Yeah, another Claw. I mean, a 4th one? Really? Do I need that much? Dark-Iron Dwarf seems like a better deal. Oh, a Spellbreaker. I need some silence. I think I'll take the Spellbreaker. Because, you know, I appreciate the additional damage from the Dark-Iron Dwarf, but I need some form of silence, right? I have this guy, and that's it. Yeah, Spellbreaker. My curve is looking kinda weird. Undertaker isn't as amazing as he used to be, and I don't really have creatures with Death Rattle. I mean, I do have the Abomination, sorry. But if I'm summoning the Abomination after the Undertaker, that's not helpful. Yeah. Either way, I can take the Ogle Magi or the Dragoning Mechanic. I think I should take the Magi. Yeah, because as much as I love having many smaller creatures, so that you can better split your attacks, Yeah, exactly. I have 3 swipes and a Wrath and... Hold on, this gets buffed by the Ogre Magi, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Think so. Wait, does Savagery get buffed by Ogre Magi? I honestly have no idea. Someone check that. Go on half head or something in... Either way, I'm taking the Ogre Magi. But it's an interesting conundrum. Well, buffs are spells, aren't they? Ooh, the Ancient Mage! It could actually work in this deck, but does the Azure Drake, which is a 4/4, costs 5, gives you spell damage and draws a card. Why wouldn't you take this guy? I mean, the Ancient Mage could possibly give you spell damage twice, and is cheaper. That's all I can say about him that's positive, but... It is affected, so it deals 1 more damage. Brilliant! Nice, so let's say I use Claw, and I use my hero power, so that's 3. And I have something that gives +1, so that deals 4 damage to a minion. Nice. I mean, as much as I love the idea of taking the Ancient Mage, I think I should take the Drake. Yep. Because what I need now is card draw. I could end the game with Savage Roll. I could take the Druid of the Claw, which is for... Well, deal damage equal to your hero's attack. Give your characters +2 attack, including your hero. Guys, this can be amazing. So if you use... And it's a cheap combo too, think about this. Claw... I mean, hero power, that's 2. I mean, that's 1 attack, but 2 mana, whatever. Hero power is 1. Claw is 2, so that's 3. Plus this, that's 5. Plus 1 damage, that's 6 to a minion. Yeah, roll. I mean, as much as I love the Druid of the Claw, don't get me wrong, he's an amazing Druid. By the way, remember the Druid of the Claw, when he transforms, becomes a beast, alright? So that's combo with Druid of the Fang. And I don't have too many beasts to combo this guy with. But I already have a single Druid as a possible combo and the Creeper. So that's 2 cards. I could get a 3rd card to combo, or I could get a card to combo with Claw and Savagery. And I think I will just take Savage Roll, because... yeah. No, I guess I will take Savage Roll. Screw it. Screw everything. Savage Roll. Alpha, Soul of the Force... Seriously? Could I even afford the... Let's count up the mana. So that's 2 for the ability, 1 for the Claw, and then 3 for Savage Roll, and another 3, so that's 9. And Savagery. That's 10 mana. Yeah. So you get 1 attack, 3 attack, 5 attack, 7 attack, and if you have +1 on the board, that's 8 attack from Savagery and 7 attack on the hero. And of course you get +4 attack on every creature. That's insane. Oh, and Innervate! Of course it does. I mean, it just says give your characters +2 attack this turn, and it does give them +2 attack this turn. Totally taking the roll. I mean, we need some more creatures, I think, but... Roll. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. I mean, I want the Creeper for the combo, I want the Mark of Nature for, you know, a buff. I don't know anymore, do I have enough creatures? Am I not lacking in the creature department? I don't want to end up with a deck that's comprised almost entirely of buffs. That's horrible to play. Creatures. I have Zombie Chow for 1. Oh, some removal, so that's playable. The Trog, the Creeper. Rolls for 3, that's not a creature. 2 creatures for 3, that's bad. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I should take Mark of Nature. I mean, it sounds amazing, right? If you can buff a creature with 4 attack and then possibly use Savage Roar next turns, but I think I need more creatures. But is the Haunted Creeper gonna do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it does help the odds for the Druid. And you know, it also spawns 2 spiders, and these spiders get affected by Savage Roar, which could be huge. Mark of Nature is very nice, but I think I'll have to take the spider. Grimscale Oracle, Puddle Stomper, or a Murloc Tidehunter. I mean, the Tidehunter is nice for Savage Roar. Nicer than the Puddle Stomper. I think I should take the Tidehunter here. Yeah. Ancient Watcher, Wailing Soul, or the Nullifier. I mean, I could silence the Ancient Watcher with some of my creatures, with either the Keeper of the Grove or with my Spellbreaker. But I don't necessarily want to do that. I could also buff it with Mark of the Wild and force my opponent to attack it. Yeah, it's better because I have Savage Roar, right? That's 2 creatures. If I get to use Savage Roar with the Tidehunter, it's a better card in these circumstances. Of course, they have less health, so they can be wiped out by something like Swipe. I think I'll take the Nullifier here because I need some taunt, and this cannot be targeted, so that's just as well. Yeah, I think the Nullifier is the right choice here, but I could take the Ancient Watcher for, you know, just for shits and giggles. I'm thinking about it, but I think the smarter choice is the Nullifier, and that's the last card I can take. Yeah, let's take the Nullifier. So now, early on, I either need to get one of my very few cheap cards, like the Zombie, or the Creeper, or the... You know what? I don't really think I lack cheap creatures. I have 2 Haunted Creepers, a Tidehunter, and a Stallsplitter Trog. And Zombie Chow, so that's 5 creatures. Yeah, that's wasting silence. That's enough creatures, and I have 2 Innervates. If I get Innervate early on with something expensive, that's amazing. If I get Innervate early on with something cheap, I can summon the cheap thing. Let's do this.